Hello, everybody. My name is Carlos Castro-Peralta, and I am the recruiter for adult and non-traditional students. Today, we'll be talking about short certifications that lead into high demand employment here in Northern Nevada. Like I said before, I am the recruiter for adult students, and I am housed at the Edison campus. Here at the Edison campus, we have programs like automotive, diesel, welding, machining, advanced manufacturing, HVAC, drafting, and construction. I know a lot of you guys do take tours, bring your students to take a tour over here, and it is so important to make sure we show all of the students the opportunities for them. I know when I was in high school, I had no idea that these programs existed, and I know a lot of the students are still not aware of those programs. I think most of the students do believe that college is a 4-year thing, 5-year thing of sitting at a desk and just reading a book. And the reality is that that is not true anymore. The short presentation will show you some of those programs, some of those most popular programs that will lead to that employment. My PowerPoint will also show you the steps to enroll and some scholarships specific for those programs. After the PowerPoint presentation, I will also show you the website. So I know the website can be a little bit confusing, but I do want to show you some links where you'll be able to find these programs and show them to your students. Let's go ahead and get started. And like I said, if you want to take a tour, please let me know. You'll find my information at the end, and I will very gladly show you a tour of the applied technology programs. In the presentation, I will also show you some other programs that are in the medical field and some of those specific requirements to get into those programs. Let's go ahead and get started. The most unique thing about TMCC is that we have different degrees and certificates. We do have bachelor's degrees that it is so great for our students to take at a community college because they get that price of community college. We also have associate's degrees. Some of those degrees are transferable to a 4-year university, or some of those degrees, students will be ready to enter the workforce. This presentation will mostly highlight the certificates of achievement, which those are degrees that be completed in 1 year, and also the skill certificates, which the skill certificates can be completed in 1 semester, which is either 4 months or 5 months. I will also talk about some programs from the EPIC program, which the EPIC program is the educational program to inspire the community. Those are non-degree classes, and some of the programs from the EPIC include bookkeeping essentials, clinical medical assistant, EKG technician, and pharmacy technician. And like I said earlier, after the PowerPoint presentation, I will show you the website, so you will be able to find all of this information to share with your students. Here's an example of what a short skill certification looks like. The first one is phlebotomy, which can be completed in 4 months. And phlebotomy is 3 classes, CLS 151, 152, and 153. That's a total of 6 credits. Another short certification is welding, which welding 1 is welding 211 and 212, and welding 2 is welding 221 and 222. The best thing about a welding program is that the lab is open from 1:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and students are able to complete the labs during those times. A lot of our students have responsibilities like working, or they have kids, or just family responsibilities to help out in the household, and they're not able to have a set schedule. So with the welding lab being open 9 hours every day, the student can show up whenever they want to complete their labs. All of these classes are about 10 credits, and those can be completed in 5 months. Another program that we have is real estate sales, which that is 2 classes, real estate 101 and real estate 103. That program can also be completed in 1 semester. It is 8 credits, and that will get the student ready in order to pass the state board certification. Additional programs that can be completed in 1 year or less that will lead into employment opportunities is bookkeeping, culinary arts, graphic communications, emergency medical technician, which that one is EMS 108. And I'll talk about the special requirements for those a little bit later. HVAC technician, automation and robotics, automotive and diesel technician, and Cisco and cybersecurity. If a student wants to take computer classes, we have all kinds of different certifications, like it's listed as Cisco, cybersecurity, CompT, IAA, networking, programming, building websites. We have so many computer programs that you can see on our website. We also have a special website for the short certifications that is listed right there, which I will also show you at the end of the presentation. All right, next, let's talk about the steps to enroll. So how does a student enroll for these programs? We have 3 easy steps, which is complete the admissions application, complete the student orientation, which we call SOAR, and register and pay for classes. The first step is to apply for admissions. And as you know, the admissions application is on our website and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. The application, it is a $20 fee, but the students do not need to pay when they apply. The students can pay for their application once they do enroll in their classes, and the $20 fee will be added to those classes. When the student applies for admissions, they will need to be able to select the right semester, whether it's the fall semester, the spring semester, or summer. Right now, it is September. The fall classes just started, but students can right now apply for either the spring or the summer semester. If the student is a high school senior and they want to get started in the fall 2023, they will be able to apply for those already. So we encourage the students to start completing their fall application as soon as possible. Once the students complete the application, we also want them to select what degree they want to pursue. It is very important that they select degree seeking in order to be eligible for financial aid assistance. In about a week, the students will receive their TMCC username, password, student ID, and TMCC email. I always encourage students to take a screenshot of this information because they will need it in order to log into their TMCC accounts. All right, so a student applied, they received their information. What is their next step? Their next step is to complete their new student orientation, which they can find in their Canvas account. The new student orientation, or SOAR, will take about 2 hours. It will show students all of the resources that TMCC has to offer. It will also show students, talk to them about financial aid, scholarships. It will show them how to look up the degrees and even how to enroll in their classes using their My TMCC account. It is very important for the students to complete the orientation, and they can also go back and look at the modules. And in case they forgot how to enroll in classes, they can go back and look at those modules so they will be able to enroll in their classes. If they have any questions, they can always call us and then we can assist them in order to complete those steps. All right, so when can students enroll in classes? If a student wants to get started in the fall 2023, students will be able to enroll in their classes in April. I know a lot of students are worrying about their finals. They have senioritis, they're ready to graduate, but really we want students to enroll in April or May. During those months, there's a lot of classes available for students, and that way they can make their own schedule. Maybe they want to take Monday, Wednesday classes, Tuesday, Thursdays, or they don't want to take morning classes. They want to take afternoon and evening classes in person, or maybe one online class. That way they have the balanced schedule. Another key thing is that students do not need to pay for their classes until August. I know a lot of students are waiting for their financial aid or their scholarship to go through before they enroll in classes. That's a big mistake. While they're waiting for their financial aid to go through, classes are getting full and then they're not able to make their schedule. So please encourage students to enroll early, whether it's April or May, or if students want to get started in the spring semester, which is January, students will be able to enroll in those classes in November. And once again, payment is not due till the week before classes start. So for fall 2023, the payment for classes will be due in August. One last thing that says there at the bottom, we do have payment plans available, which students can enroll super easy using their My TMCC account. They can divide their whole payment into 3 payments or 4 payments, which can be made monthly. These are a couple of additional steps for student success, which one, of course, is to apply for financial aid, and two is to take the placement test. Right now, if student wants to get started in the spring or summer semester, they need to complete the 2023 FAFSA. When students go into the FAFSA website, they will see two different FAFSA applications. So we want to make sure they're selecting the correct application. If a student wants to get started in fall 2023, then they have to make sure they complete the 2023-2024 FAFSA. I have seen so many students complete the wrong application. So we want to make sure students are completing the right one for the correct year. If students have any questions, they can feel free to reach out to our financial aid team, and they will be able to assist them to select the correct FAFSA or just help them complete the FAFSA. I know sometimes it is difficult to complete it, but at the end of the day, students can qualify for a Pell Grant, which is about $6,800 for the whole year, which that will take up their whole tuition at TMCC. Also, we encourage students to take the placement test if they need it. Students can submit their ACT scores, or take the free AccuPlacer test. This is if needed. I will show you the degrees later. For example, I know the automotive degree and the welding degree, the degrees that are 2 years, the associate degrees, they don't require any math, which that is so key for so many students. It doesn't require any math because a lot of the classes already have math embedded, so they don't need to take a math class. So this is just in case they need to take an AccuPlacer test for placement. If the students have any questions, they can feel free to call us. And I will show you the website after this presentation where it has all that information about the requirements for each degree. All right, I do want to talk about some scholarships that are unique to these programs. The first one is the Foundation Scholarship, which actually this scholarship is for all programs. The Foundation Scholarships open January 1st and they close March 1st. It is important that the students apply for the scholarship during those 2 months, which is January and February, and the scholarship will be for the following year. The TMCC Foundation scholarships are made up from private donors, private funds, especially for TMCC students. So if you know a student is going to be starting in the fall 2023, please encourage them to apply for the TMCC Foundation scholarships. The Jacobs Presidential Scholars Program is one of my favorite programs, and this is for adult students. So this is for students that are 20 years of age and older, and are also underemployed or unemployed. The point of this scholarship is for a student to seek a quick skill certificate or certificate of achievement, which can take 1 semester or 2 semesters. The students are encouraged to complete the program in 1 year and then find employment as soon as possible. That way we can keep record of the students finding that employment. Along with the money that they receive, they will also receive guidance throughout the whole year, and they will be encouraged to assist workshops like budgeting workshop, resume workshops, and interview workshops. Another great scholarship that is for the applied technology programs is the William N. Pennington Scholarship. This scholarship requires students to have a 2.0 GPA, for them to take at least 6 credits of their program, and for them to make a commitment to stay here in Northern Nevada. The programs that are included for this scholarship include automotive, construction, diesel, HVAC, welding, machining, architecture, and advanced manufacturing. Like I said, there is so much need here in Northern Nevada for these programs that TMCC has a lot of money for all of the students to complete these programs. We're encouraging students through scholarships to complete these programs, and the professors, the Career Center, everybody has connections to employers here in Reno, Sparks area, and will be able to find the jobs for any student that is seeking any jobs in these programs. If you guys want to take a tour, a virtual tour, feel free to come to our website. Like I said earlier, I am housed at the William N. Pennington Applied Technology Center, which is on 475 Edison Way. And I really encourage you guys to make a phone call I know a lot of you guys bring your students already, but if you haven't visited the campus or if you want to just bring 1 or 2 students, please let me know and I will make sure to give you a tour. The tour takes about 15 minutes, and every time someone takes a tour, they are so excited to see all of the programs, see all of the labs. If the professors are available, they always come, they leave their class, they come talk to us and answer any questions you may have. So please let us know if you would like to take a tour. Here's my information. So if you have any questions, please call me. Any questions at all, email me, call me, leave me a message, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Now, I do want to show you the website where you will find all the information I talked about. All right, so here you will see the TMCC website. The first thing I do want to show you is right here in the homepage at tmcc.edu. If you scroll all the way down, you will see the TMCC certifications right here. A shorter way to a new or better job. All of these certifications are short 1 year or 1 semester certifications. You will find some business management, administration, culinary arts, graphic arts, and media technologies, which I really encourage these. I'm thinking about doing some of these as well. Here we see the nursing assistant, dental assistant, EMS, health sciences, some in HVAC right here, as well as manufacturing, information technology, and our transportation technologies. If you click on the degrees, you will see the program requirements, the classes, even a recommended course schedule. So please show this website to your students, click on them and look at the degree requirements. Like I said before, it's right here on the TMCC webpage, and scroll all the way down and you will find the TMCC certifications right here. I do want to show you a different way to look at all the degrees. So you found them like this. The other way is to go to academics and click on degrees and certificates. So academics, and then click on degrees and certificates right there. Right here, you will see all different degrees, starting with your bachelor's degrees right there. Like I mentioned earlier, we just added new bachelor's degrees, which are architecture, career and technical education leadership, cyber physical manufacturing, dental hygiene, emergency management and homeland security, logistics operation, and nursing. It is so great for students to be able to pursue these degrees at a community college. I'm gonna go back over here and click on overview. And as you can see, we have our transfer degrees, skill certificates, and degrees online. But here I wanna show you where you can see everything. So you can see how many degrees we have. We have over 100 different degrees. And on the right-hand side, it will show exactly what type of degrees they are. I want to scroll all the way down first and show you the welding degree as we discussed earlier. Here we see the welding as an associate of applied science, which that is a 2-year degree, and it does include some general education requirements. I'm going to click on it just so you can get an idea of what this looks like. It will have a program description right away, and then it will have a recommended course schedule. And students will be able to learn about this at their online orientation. So here it has a recommended course schedule for the first semester, second semester, third, and so on. Like we said, associate's degrees are 60 credits. Besides the recommended course schedule, students can click on program requirements, which the program requirements will begin with the general education requirements, which this has a diversity class, your English communications, fine arts. Here's what I was talking about earlier, how this wants you to have 3 credits of human relations, but this tells you that it is already satisfied through the embedded classes. So students do not need to take a human relations class. As well as mathematics. Students do not need to take a different math class because all of these classes already have math embedded in them. Students get very excited when they hear about that. All right, let's go ahead and look at let's go back. So like I said, this is a 2-year degree. But as we mentioned earlier, for welding, and as you see for other programs like HVAC, machining, diesel, and auto, you will see this, a 2-year, a 1-year, and the skill certificates. Here we see the skill certificate that we talked about before, where it has welding 1, which is these 2 classes, welding 1 practice, and then we have welding 2 and welding 2 practice. As I mentioned before, students are able to find a job as soon as they complete a skill certificate. We always encourage students to complete the 2-year degree so that way they can have as much knowledge as they can. And of course, have a 2-year associate's degree, which is very powerful. But the reality is a lot of our students will start with that, but as soon as they find some classes, they get a little bit of entry-level skills, they'll be able to find a job pretty quick. Next, I do want to show you some of our medical programs. Here we have phlebotomy, but I do want to show you the certified nursing assistant, which has those specific requirements that are very key for all students. All right, certified nursing assistant is right there. Certified nursing assistant, it is a 6-credit class, which as you see here, it looks very easy, right? Nursing 130, 1 class. But we want to make sure that students click right here, special admissions requirements. As we see right here, students need to complete a background check, which is good for 1 year, which is about $50. Students also need to show proof of the receipt. They need to do a drug screen check, which is also good for 1 year, $55. They need to have their immunizations, medical insurance, CPR. They need to have all of this before they enroll in the CNA program. All of these requirements will probably take the students about 1 month or 2 months, depending of whether they already have some of these things, that some of the immunization or CPR classes. But really, we want to make sure that students are able to complete this. The reason the students need to complete this for these kind of programs is that some of their classes, some of their instruction will be done at the hospital. So they'll be there working with actual patients. And of course, we want the students to be able to work right away. As soon as they complete their nursing certification or their phlebotomy or their EMS 108, we want students to be able to find a job right away and start working. So we want to make sure students have all these pre-registration requirements before they enroll in the classes. So that way, once they complete their certification, they're able to find that employment right away. Let me click right here so we can see a little more specific where students can complete this. So we're going to click right here and go to the CNA website. Right here in the CNA website, it will talk more about it. But the key thing, I want you to click right here, which is steps to apply. And right here, you will see a little form. So that way the CNA program receives that form. They know the student is interested. But right here, is where you will see the background check. The background check, how students can complete that on the website. Their drug check will be right here on this website as well. And then it lists the requirements, which is the insurance, the immunization records, and the CPR card. Which the CPR card, the class can be completed through our EPIC program, which I will go ahead and show you the website next. So remember, if a student wants to do phlebotomy, EMS classes, or nursing assistant, they must complete all of these steps before they even enroll in the class. So that way, once they complete the class, they'll be able to find employment right away. Let's go back to the main page. And I do want to show you the Epic website. So go ahead and type Epic in the search box. And then right here, we're going to go to educational programs inspiring the community. And once again, I do want to remind you that these programs are non-credit programs. So actually, students do not need to submit the regular online application. They'll be able to register right here on this link over here. So let's go ahead and click on this link right here where it says register now. And then students will be able to set up their set up their account right here where it says login and create account. It's really easy for the students to complete their account. It's very similar to creating an email. They can just create a new profile right here. It's super easy, super simple. It will take them 5 minutes to create an account real quick. But let's go back over here because I do want to show you some of these classes. And a lot of these classes are fun classes like gardening, arts and crafts, food and beverage. But like I said earlier, some of these classes do offer certifications. For example, some bookkeeping certifications, EKG, medical assistant, and pharmacy technician. And here you will also see the CPR class right here, as well as smog checks, motorcycle programs, and so many more classes right here. Let's go ahead and click right here on career certificates. All right, here we see computer literacy, data analyst certificate online, some Google IT certificates, Python certificates, the bookkeeping, medical assistant. And also here you will see the cost, which the medical assistant does cost about $4,000. But like I mentioned earlier, the Jacobs Presidential Scholarship Program can cover some of the cost, as well as some community agencies like CNA or even Join can also help relieve some of these costs. Here we see the bookkeeping is about $600, and it will also show their locations right there. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the main page. I also want to show you the steps to enroll. I know I covered them real quick on the PowerPoint presentation, but if you click right here and get started, you will see our admissions application right there. Or you can also click right here on steps to enroll. New degree seeking student. And here you will also see the steps of enroll that I already talked about, which is to complete the online admission application, the student orientation, and also to register and pay for classes, as well as the recommended steps, which is to apply for financial aid or to take a placement test if needed. One last thing that I want to show you is the schedule. So if you click back here in academics and then click on class schedule right there, here's where we were earlier, looking at the degrees and certificates. But also, if you want to see what time the classes are, you will see the class schedule right there. Right now, of course, we have the schedule for the fall. The spring schedule is not out, but that should be out in late October. The spring schedule will be out a couple of weeks before students are able to enroll. But I do want to show you, for example, let's take a look at the fall schedule. And here you can filter it super quick. Whatever classes you want to see, you can filter it. I do want to show you the, let me see, the nursing assistant classes, just so you can see what kind of schedule they have. So if you go to nursing, show classes. So the nursing 130 are the nursing assistant classes. And you can always go ahead and click right here in details. So this nursing assistant class is 9 a.m. to 12:15, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. So the nursing assistant classes, they are very demanding, but as you can see, they're really just a couple months. They're not even the whole semester. So this is it's less than 2 months. So it's about 6 weeks. If we click on this one's actually is the same time, but it's actually, this one is the first 6 weeks. The one we clicked earlier is the next 6 weeks. Let's click on this last one. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different nursing assistant classes. This one is 2. You can see the times here. So this one's actually in the evening. So whether the parents have responsibilities during the day or the students, here we see Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So they're really demanding, right? For a couple hours, 4 or 5 days a week. But the classes will be completed in six weeks. And also, like I said, students will have to complete those pre-registration requirements. And then once they complete that, they'll be ready to find employment right away. So this is so easy, and I really want you guys to look at this. But then you can just look at classes, all kinds of classes. Let's take a look at the automotive classes, for example. Here we'll see the automotive classes, which, as you can see, a lot of them are full. So like I said, it is so important for the students to enroll in classes early because the classes will fill up. Here we see Auto 101. Let me click, let me see. Here we see we have evening classes Monday, Wednesday. This one is Tuesday, Thursday in the evening. So we have evening options. This one is during the day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And as you can see here, this one's actually about 4 weeks. Here we also see another Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is also 4 weeks. Most of the classes, most of the automotive and diesel classes, they are in 4 or 5 week blocks, which is either in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. And that way we encourage students to go ahead and stick to those schedules, stick to those blocks, so they'll be able to take 3 of those classes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my information one more time. We looked over the degrees. Remember, we looked over this website that has all of our degrees right here. I'll show you where all the degrees are. And I also showed you the EPIC program, which that also offers really good short certifications. I'm gonna share my information one more time, which you will see right there. If you have any questions, please email me, please call me. That's what we're here for. We want to make sure we answer the students' questions. We want to make sure we answer your questions. And we really appreciate you working with the students, working with the clients, and giving them all the information that they need. We know college can be intimidating, can be difficult to process throughout the steps to enroll, to do the scholarships, but we'll be out there in the community. We'll be out there at your schools, making sure we help the students complete all the applications, show them all the scholarships. And if you have any questions, please join us, please ask us, please email us, and we'll be here for you.